Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. It's Friday, that can only mean one thing. It's time for the Warhammer Friday show. Here we go, there's been a few key things that stand out this week, like the new Warhammer website, so we'll certainly be having a good look at that. A few new models to check out as well, and of course, we'll be giving out the Star of the Week and Loser of the Week awards. Oh, and later on, we'll also be talking about the Kill Team salvation delays and how we're looking at 2024 for the release of this new set. Before we get started going through all the Warhammer news this week, I'd like to say a massive thank you to my sponsors and supporters, and a huge thanks to you for checking out their websites and their products with the links in the description down below. Really helps the channel here, so thank you so much. Okay, so we saw last Sunday the Warhammer Online pre-order preview, and there wasn't many products. It was quite a quiet week that time. A few things for Necromunda, Warhammer Heresy. Mostly it was products for Forge World, and then a little sneak peek at White Dwarf 494. Haven't got mine yet, so still waiting on that one. So yeah, not much to go through there. We're into a new month now of November, and so we get to see the free model and the month's coin that you can get at your local Warhammer store. And the free model this month is going to be the Free Guild Steel Helms. There you go. If you want to check out one of those new Cities of Sigmar models, you can get hold of that. And then you've got the red Gobbo for the collectible coin. Really good choice. And then if you collect enough of them, you can get one of these little holders to put them in as well. So just ask at your local Warhammer store, and then they'll be able to point you in the right direction and let you know how you can get hold of all this. There's a pretty interesting article if you're interested in the old world, so you can have a first look now at some of the rules, and it talks about the game structure, in particular the turn sequence, and it's going to take you through each of the different phases that are included. So that's pretty good, and the 4 phases are going to be strategy, movement, shooting, and combat. So if you're interested in finding out a bit more about that, you can go and have a look. I'll put a link down below to the Warhammer community page, so you can easily find all these articles, and you can have a look through if anything really stands out during the video and you want to find out more. But the whole goal with these Warhammer Friday shows is to give you an overview of the week's news and main features, new models, that kind of thing. But really nice article this. I gotta say, I love the artwork. This sketchy old school look is brilliant. This is something I'd like to see a bit more of from Games Workshop. I really like how they put together images like this. So a really nice article if old world is your thing. You get to have a look at some enchanted items and some other info too. So nice to see the rules are starting to be dripped out now. Shouldn't be too long. Then we've got to see a brand new model for the Necrons. So if you haven't got enough Necrons and you're looking at getting a new Overlord, then here we go. This guy's able to use his personal translocation shroud to slip through solid walls, enemy sentinels and other obstructions, and can bring the bodyguards along for the ride too, apparently. Here's the rumour engine picture that matches the model, and this came out 2 years ago, so I didn't realise they left it that long. This was actually one I might have guessed as well, but yeah, 2 years ago, that was a long time to wait. Here's a few other shots of the model from the side and the back. Nice looking model, but I don't know, just doesn't stand out as anything that different from what we've seen. But the rules might be different with a translocation shroud. So if Necrons are your thing, now you've got a new Overlord to add to your army if you want to. It's not out yet though, so we'll have to wait and see when the release is for that. Probably not too long to wait though. And then the rumour engine this week. This one, again, I never know what these are, but does that look like a bullet rather than a bolt that it shoots out? So is that going to be maybe not Sigmar? Perhaps this could be something a bit more futuristic, so we could be looking at 40k. Or maybe this is even for Necromunda. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. We're going to have a look at the website in a minute, but first up, let's just quickly check out this Cursed City battle report. If you're signed up to Warhammer Plus still, then you'll be able to watch this. So if you've been interested in Cursed City, if you did manage to get a copy through all that mayhem when it was first released, then you can watch it being played out here. And I guess they did this because it's Halloween, so that tied in with the 31st of October. But yeah, surprised to see Cursed City popping up on the Warhammer Plus and also in the Warhammer White Dwarf magazine too. So there we go. Okay, now it's time to have a look at this new Warhammer website then. This is going to be Warhammer warhammer.com. First thing you're going to do is choose your language and your region, and then there's a video at the top of the website. So I'll let it play while I just go over some of the key points that they mention when they're introducing it on the Warhammer community site. So basically, this is not just a name change for the website. This is going to put everything together in one place. So all your Citadel miniatures, Forge World resin miniatures, paints, glue, hobby tools, black library books. Now everything's going to be on one website. That's great. You don't have to keep going everywhere, and you can also order it all in one single basket as well, which is nice if you want something from Forge World or from what was Games Workshop website. Now you don't have to pay 2 delivery charges, maybe? But again, that have to be confirmed. I'm not really 100% sure on that. I haven't looked at the website an awful lot, to be fair. I was saving it until Friday, till I made this video. But here it is. Let's scroll down and we'll have a look. And it's certainly modernised now. Not what we're used to. It's going to take a little bit of getting used to. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of mistakes on here and links not quite working. But that's to be expected. I mean, what a massive undertaking this is to put everything together. And just thinking how many different product lines are here is just insane. So yeah, I mean, it's crazy amount of information in this one place. But if you go up the top, you've got the Warhammer community link, Warhammer Plus, Citadel Colour, and then all that stuff and events. And then you can go down to the 2 main sections. Start here and shop. Let's have a look at the shop. So on the left, it's going to give you all the different tabs then you can open up. Go in, let's have a look at Warhammer 40,000. Let's just click on that. And then some nice imagery at the top. So certainly brought up to date. And yeah, a lot more visually appealing, I suppose. But I'm sure it's going to take a while to get used to navigating it and just go into the sections that you usually go to. They're all gone now, so this is the new setup for it. The article tells us that it's going to be free now to have your order dispatched directly to your closest Warhammer store. And they're going to include all import duties and taxes if shipping to the EU, so you know exactly what you're paying up front. So that's a good move. Here you can notice it clearly says when things are temporarily out of stock, so that's no problem. And you're also going to know if something is only available online too. Let's go have a look at something else. Let's find some resin models. So I guess we'll go to Horus Heresy for that. I'll just put in the Legions Astartes, and then we'll scroll down until I see something that I know is going to be resin. There's quite a lot on here. So yeah, all a mix of all the plastic and resin models from both what would have been Forge World and Games Workshop before. Nice to have it all in one place then. Really going to be smoother when you do order things and you get used to the layout of this. And yeah, it is going to take a while, and anytime they change something that we're so familiar with, we've been using that website for years, haven't we? And now it's completely different. There is going to be an adjustment period, and also then to have time to iron out any problems. Anyway, let's open this Imperial Fist model then, and there we go. Nice crisp image. You've got a few to look through. It's got the price very clear, all the details, and you can see it says there this is the resin model, and 15 plus apparently. There we go. We've got an age range. That must be new. I've never noticed that before anywhere. Is that what it is? Surely, it must be. Anyway, there we go. So resin models must all come with some 15 plus. Is that because of the glue you have to use, perhaps? I'm not sure about that. Maybe I should have a look at the FAQs that are put up on the Warhammer site and check that out. But there we go. That's the website. I mean, I can't say I'm excited about it, to be honest. Everything's on there now, all in one place, which is nice. And I'm sure there's going to be some problems. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let's head over and have a look at Age of Sigmar now, and there's a new War Scroll to download, and this is for the Black Talents. So if you're interested in these models, which I think look fantastic, great set of models, now you'll be able to head over to the Warhammer community site, grab that article, and then you can download the War Scrolls for free. Here's a little change to Neve Black Talon, so the Whirlwind Axes. This has changed from the old to the new stat lines, as you can see here. So certainly a lot more hard hitting now. Lost 1 attack, but range is improved, hit is improved, rend and damage improved, so that's pretty good. You can get all the War Scrolls with that link, and they're also going to have rules for Warcry as well, which is really good. So this is interesting. Really cool that they've brought out the Warcry rules for this little set, because I think this would be a really fun one to play in Warcry. It almost comes across as if it's designed for it. But for Age of Sigmar, the War Scrolls are available for Neve Black Talon and the companions, I guess they're calling them here, so you can have a look through, get all the info there, download it for free, and you're good to go. Next up, we've got Horus Heresy Legions Imperialis, and here we can see the new Stormhammer model. So every Thursday they release a new model, so you can have a look at this one. Still no actual fixed date for the game yet, and here's a comparison so you can get an idea of how big it's going to be against some of the other models that we've seen in previous Thursday previews. We've still got a pretty cool model to have a look at, a new model that was revealed today actually. But first up, let's talk about Kill Team and the new Kill Team Salvation set and the rumours that this is going to be delayed now until 2024. So it's been a while since the last set came out, but now it looks like we might be waiting until next year. So there certainly have been some serious delays with many of the games, and I'm not sure what that's got to do with the website maybe. I certainly heard that they're having problems with the warehouses and moving again, and so lots of things like that going on in the background. But if you're a Kill Team fan and you like the look of the new sets that are coming out, I mean, the terrain probably doesn't matter if it doesn't come out till 2028, to be honest. I don't know how many people are actually into that, but yeah, if you're waiting for the models, certainly the Space Marine Scouts are going to be popular. Then it's going to be a little while. It looks like 2024 now until the new Kill Team set comes out, and then I've got to wonder how that pushes back all the other models that are released and how that affects the timeline going forward now. So a bit up in the air. I'm still waiting to find out exactly what's going on with that. We'll just have to wait and see. On a positive note though, do we really need even more? We've probably all got a pile of shame that we can be cracking on with, so now we've got a good chance to do that while we wait for this to come out next year. Now we're on to one of my favourite times of the year. I love Christmas, who doesn't? It's awesome fun, and we get to see what new red Gobbo is going to be brought out this year. So here it is, the first look at this new model, and I like how they've incorporated it into the chimney. I've got to say, it's not as good as last year's for me. I thought they nailed it. It's such a good model, but still really good fun. Great to get hold of this, get it painted up, and makes a nice little addition. And if you can get one of those plastic baubles that you can put things inside, you can even hang it on your tree as well, which I think is good fun. And I got one of the big plastic ones from the Pound store actually in the UK, and that fits inside really nicely, and it makes a nice little ornament on the mantelpiece. So you can put it up next to the stockings there, and yeah, really fun. This should be out pretty soon. Normally comes out close to December, so we should be seeing this in one of the Sunday previews very soon. Now it's time to look at the Star of the Week and the Loser of the Week, and let's begin with the Star of the Week. And you know what? I'm going to give it to the red Gobbo. Let's get in the festive spirit nice and early. Cool looking model, always great fun to see what they're up to. I like seeing the video they come up with, and really fun little character. So really like this model, and that's going to be Star of the Week. But we've got to have a loser as well, and I was going to give it to the Kill Team news, but you know what? Let's get some payback and give it to Cursed City Battle Report. Not that I hold a grudge or anything, but just the way Cursed City was treated and the way they didn't respond to the community or keep us updated about what was going on with that. I mean, if they just gave us some information, that would have been really cool. But yeah, that was a fiasco. So a well-deserved Loser of the Week award for Cursed City. There we go, that's the Warhammer Friday show for another week, and I hope you enjoyed this video, found it helpful, and I hope it brought you up to date with all the reveals, the news, and some updates as well. Let me know what you think down below. Who was the Star of the Week and Loser of the Week for you? Do you agree with my choices, or would you have picked someone else? Looking forward to hearing your thoughts. Big thanks again to my sponsors and supporters. All those links will be down below. And if you want to check out some other videos that I've been up to throughout the week, I did an unboxing for A Witch in Time for Moonstone. Fantastic models again, really enjoyed that one. And an unboxing for the Panzer IV for bolt action. Great little tank, really nice to have that to go with the Gentleman's War set. Then I've been looking at some solo play Vikings versus Zombies with Gates of Nilheim, which is going to be available to back very soon, and looking at some ways you can prime your models with a brush. Much easier. I'm really a big fan of that at the moment. I've been doing it a lot recently, so I've got a video that goes into a little bit of detail about that, little tutorial showing you how you could give it a go too if you want to. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked the video, it'd be great if you hit the like button, subscribe for more videos like this one, and I look forward to seeing you here next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters for helping me to keep going with these regular videos. I couldn't do this without you, and I appreciate your support so much. If you'd like to join the Patreon community, support the channel, get some great perks at the same time, there's a link down below in the description. It'll be awesome to see you there.